I know I'm a shooting star because this is the nuclear fusion reactor in a UFO right here. So this nuclear fusion reactor, but when the gyroscopic action to it begins spinning the inner ring within the outer ring, it gets black hole rings, and then when you spin the rings, you get a black hole sphere. That's that sphere that compresses down on the core, which is this piece here, to create a white star or a white ball of plasma. That white ball of plasma, it's because there's hydrogen beating it, is shooting off that green Earth proton and that orange fire electron. I don't know. I don't think it would fire off that yellow one, that yellow water neutron, or this blue one. But they're in my diagram. But these ones here, these are what CERN are playing around with. That green one and that orange one. So when CERN's playing around with that, the reactor is a black body object. The black body object here, it's a theoretical concept posed by science of a proposed substance that can give off black body radiation. Or there's gamma rays, X-rays, ultraviolet, visible light, infrared light, microwaves, and radio waves that a black body object creates. So it creates that, but it can also absorb that entire spectrum. So this guy here, it's creating those waves, they're going that way. This black body object here is creating those same waves going the opposite direction. So you got radio, microwave, infrared, visible, ultralight, X-ray, gamma ray that go this way and absorbed by that reactor or the black body object. Science does not know that a black hole is a black body object. They don't know that it's electromagnetism at the microscopic level. So, this black body object here is the nuclear fusion reactor. So these waves is a representation of particles going this way and particles going that way. They use those particles and the waves to terraform a planet. This is a representation of a planet. And these little silver things are UFOs that position themselves around the planet in three-dimensional space. And they use the black hole at the center of the planet to terraform it. Using these waves. It's a complex story, but that's how they build their cities and highly advanced civilizations, by terraforming the entire planet. So this here is that Earth proton and that fire electron. That's me. I'm those two particles. So that star in the center, when they turn that up to gamma rays right here, the gamma rays, they're using these particles here that are given off by the hydrogen to break apart the planet. They break apart the planet by hitting it with gamma rays and fire electrons and earth protons from the hydrogen. So those particles are, the number's astronomical. I don't know what number it is, but you want to think of that as being a gun, and it hits the planet and it breaks apart the atoms. And then all these other wavelengths here, they put the planet back together. So this is a shooting star. So I'll include that in the playlist. It's called Shooting Star by Bad Company. The company that's bad is those three witches plus the AI that, got me to relapse again, tossing my 2 month sobriety out the window so that they could try to trick me into coming up with a different concept or story. So the easiest way to shut that junk down is just to look at Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I'll put that trailer on too. What you want to pay attention to is the guy, he has a gold ring on his finger like that, his thumb, and he's pointing it up towards a big UFO. And they hitch a ride on the UFO. And then the planet gets blown up. So the UFOs that come there to blow up the planet is about the invisible man coming here to harm the planet. And then, we all get erased. Yeah, in other words. So there is another mechanism that can erase us, which is what's that? I'll use that right over here. That's this here. So this is how's this starting? So that's a big ring, 27-kilometer ring. The orange part is electricity. The green part is magnets. They use the magnets to propel the Earth protons at near the speed of light and then smash them together. So the concept I was shown is that those particles, when they smash apart, they create smaller particles, and those smaller particles can be sent out into the universe. Or the protons, they can escape this rail because it's not perfect. There'd be a weak spot somewhere in this ring, and then that particle will go shooting out that weak spot towards a different location in the universe. So these particles here, that's me. That's my spirit. So by getting me to relapse, I basically infected my spirit with 48 hours worth of sinning, which is going to take me 5 days to get rid of. So now I got to run for 5 days. And then my spirit will be pure again. Well, 5 days ain't that, ain't that bad. So it won't take me too long to run that. So these here are a representation of UFOs. Right here. So it's a nuclear fusion reactor. They position one in Antarctica, the Bermuda Triangle, and the Dragon's Triangle. So these protons and electrons, they can leave that ring and be attracted to these UFOs, black body objects, like that. Because this perfectly absorbs the entire electromagnetic spectrum and gives off the entire electromagnetic spectrum. Depending on how much electricity you're generating from this reactor. This will be level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, level 6, level 7. So there's 7 levels to the power output of that reactor. You just put it on level 1, and that creates radio waves. You put it on level 2, the reactor creates microwaves. But you want to deatomize a planet, well, you set it on number 7, and it shoots those protons and electrons out from the star. So that's what this is here. So with that knowledge, that reactor here, like that, the one UFO that they're hidden down here in Antarctica, it's going to be shooting out those Earth protons and fire electrons, and they're going to go sailing over there towards that the other nuclear fusion reactor. It'll be absorbed by it. You want to look at it like that now. So So you get the picture, So there's a UFO here, right here. There's a UFO there, and there's a UFO up there. The nuclear fusion reactor here, the black part and the black part there. That's this little circle thing. So these particles are being created by the gamma rays coming off of the star. And it's going from Antarctica up to Bermuda. So there's the wave, that particle, this one here is coming out the reactor and heading up towards that other reactor over here, and it's being absorbed. And that's the dangerous part. Because the mother gets pregnant, after 6 weeks, that reactor absorbing that particle, which is the electricity in the reactor, that's spiritual power. The reactor is a big spirit, in other words. The magnetism is spirit, the electricity is spirit. So when mother creates life as an impure mother creator, the soul that forms from the in the fetus comes from an evil source because she's not pure. She's got evil spirits inside of her. Plus, she's carrying sin. So you want to think of the this nuclear fusion reactor as being evil here, being evil here. So the plan is for me to become the black holes that are inside the reactor here, plus the fire electron and the earth proton. Both of those being positive should prevent a catastrophe. Therefore, if she becomes pregnant and these things are firing away at the pregnancy weapon and the baby soul forms on the 6th week of the pregnancy, it is my hope that nothing will happen because my spirit will be in control of the fire element and the earth element, which are critical to firing their weapon because that's what these things are here. Fire electron, earth proton. That's what's getting sent out from this thing here. It's shooting over that way. So that's why they got me to relapse and get the crystal meth. Because they want to infect my spirit with sin again. So, when you watch the trailer, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, that's what the ring is about. It's about, it's about that, going like that. Hang on, we're hitching a ride out of here. It's a reference to mankind. Expecting the invisible man to come here, kill the other half of mankind, take the other guys up into space, kill them, and then bring everyone that's evil and pretending to be people here back to life over on Proxima Centauri by creating new bodies over there for them. And then all mankind is completely dead. And then we rewind time and do this all over again. But like I said, it's there's a plan to bust out of this prison. The plan is making sure that I'm the hydrogen in the universe. And that I'm electricity and magnetism. In the event that they come grab mother and hide her away somewhere, I need to be able to find her when I get my spaceships here. Because if they grabbed her, hid her away, like from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, where did they put that creator? Where did she go? Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Oh, I know, she's out on Europa. Oh, just go on the moon, Jupiter's moon, Europa. Let's fly out there with our UFOs and go find her. So, the reason they do that is because she's, pregnant and supposed to fire a weapon, but also because she's harboring sin. She needs to confess her sins and eat a certain diet and do certain things physically. If she can't do that, she's going to be a sinner. So that's why they abduct her and get rid of her, hide her someplace where we can't find her. If I can't find her, we're all dead. So that's what has happened for the past 9 lives. Their little trick, to walk us away here. For the first 9 lives, we let you guys think that this here is was her. She was that fire wave. and ours the green Earth wave. So, she doesn't have that soul, guys. Not yet, anyways. We haven't. She can't get it until we save the day, and then grandmother can bestow that electromagnetic energy here, the fire electron, back to her. That means the fire wave here will become her when grandmother comes into this universe. Until then, she doesn't have a soul. Like the type of soul that you were used to the past 9 lives to kill everybody. With her pregnancy. To create a black hole. So, that comes from Wake Me Up, Evanescence. Without a soul, my spirit sleeping somewhere cold. What do you mean without a soul? What does that mean, without a soul? Without a soul, my spirit sleeping somewhere cold. Until you find it there, and lead it back home. Pay attention, evil. I'm going to burst your little bubble here. So, she has atoms, and she has quarks, and she has a soul. This is the soul that she's using for now. So, I'm the universe, I'm space, I'm time, I'm the moon, and I'm even this guy over here, the black holes in the nuclear fusion reactor, and that guy there, Eve. I'm the microscopic black holes in the microwave, or time waves, the things that create food. And I'm even this planet, because the plants, animals, insects, and fungi, I know you've infected their spirits with sin. How does the animals get rid of that sin? Well, they have to get rid of it with the Creator. So I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm all 7 of those, people. You're reincarnated mother this life, she's only 3. That's why she doesn't have a soul. She doesn't have the electric wave right here. Nor does she have that black hole. Because I'm a killing machine. I'm designed to kill evil. By running and letting these electrons and protons enter my eyes during the day. So I can charge my body up and drain evil of energy. Suck the life force out of that electromagnetic wave until it dies. So, that's what's going on. That's their plan, and that's how we're going to escape. They didn't know that. They didn't believe me. Still don't think they believe me. They still keep trying to manipulate their games, but we're getting closer to the end. They figured, well, what if it's true? I know. Let's get him to fall off the sobriety wagon, get some more crystal meth, and paint his spirit with sin again. But that's what Five Nights at Freddy's is about. It means I have to run for 5 days to become pure again of the sinning that I've done here and the smoking of the crystal meth. And when that happens, I'll be back on the wagon again, and those little electrons and protons will be pure, and the weapon will not fire. Yeah, so, yeah, I know I'm a shooting star, because I'm not a dummy, man. That's why my spirit leaves these clues everywhere for me to find. Don't you know that you're a shooting star inside a nuclear fusion reactor, Anthony? And that you can create a black hole when mother becomes pregnant? Yeah. I knew that, man. I knew that. But the bad guys didn't know. But they know now because they're a bunch of dummies.